At first glance, there were no serious injuries. And yet, I'm quite concerned. I don't even know how I got here. Where here is. Backup needed, I repeat. Do you hear me? Oh, bollocks! I can't hear you anymore. My receiver worked for a moment, but now there's only silence. Damn it, I've lost my beacon. Where is it? I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours. There aren't many supplies, which would suggest a quick recce. Or was it just the end of the mission? Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own. The beacon can't be detected either. Let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes. Are we on Regis 3? Doesn't ring any bells. And my crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember... Hang on. We've closed the research cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre. For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up was with them? Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place. We took 2 landers to the surface. We don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke. The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. It's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route. Leading to... Right! I was heading straight to the camp. You must be somewhere near. Give me a sign! Send up a flare, the probe! Anything! Okay. I'm gonna head to the camp, but I'll be keeping an eye out for you. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I
Собака, веревка.
need to stop doing this.
О,
I'm looking for something that resembles a dog. A specific structure, which does not resemble any canine. I'm checking another object, which also doesn't match. Oh, focus. That rope. I think it's mine. I'll try to retrieve it later. It might come in handy.
о, собака.
Bingo! I found the dog! We have the first one. I need one more. Hey, crocodile. Where are you?
Ну, вот же.
That has an interesting shape. Of a crocodile indeed. I report that I have established my position. Time to hit the road.
А стамина, здоровье, пофиг или что? Изображение, тра-та-та, язык, доступность, общая громкость управления. Нет ни хрена стамины.
More dropped equipment. I must have hit the ground pretty hard. I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you?
Мне-то куда надо? Ага.
I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. I hope the data's trustworthy and you're close by. Oh, I have something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon. Huh. There's water on this desert planet. Or another liquid that did not allow the biocenosis to form. Won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies. Not without tests. Filtration, as we all remember. Third rule.
I was about to. Already awake? Good. Yasna?
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't know if you're awake, whether it's a post-hibernation apraxia.
I'm awake. I'm awake. Just slowly.
Now, try to get up slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while. Here, take it and remember the third rule.
Yes, I know. Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise.
Блять, ну если тут нужно будет каждое вот такое вот действие проводить, это пиздец. Это пиздец. Заебете мертвого. Сюда достань, сюда тронь, блять.
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet.
Да иди нахер. Нельзя вставать.
Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you. Enough of this, Yasna.
Дай водички попить.
Crew,
Astrogator.
debating chamber in 15 minutes. This can't be good.
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it and remember.
Помним, помним. Налить нельзя, да? Ну ладно.
Warm. Getting warmer. Got you. I found it. Look for me on your trackers.
Так, тут озеро. Это я не понял, погодите.
Okay, moving on. I found a way out of the valley, leading more or less towards the camp.
Ёпты. Ёпты. А как я это перелезу? А как я это?
All right, no time to lose. But I can't go this way.
Ёпты, да ты шо, серьезно? Капитан очевидность, блядь. Тут не пройти, так-то да. Выход ты нашла. А как? А где? Туда.
Time to go.
Ну, по всей видимости, выносливости у нее нету. Да. Хотя что-то дышит там носом. И по всей видимости даже физика есть. Ничего себе. Блять, вот тут есть этот. Дальние прорисовки, шейдеры, текстуры, сглаживание, качество, тра-та-та, вертикальный синт, угол обзора, коридор. Это нам не надо. Периферические подсказки, подсказки об управлении, фон подсказок, изображения. Тут ничего нету. Всё.
The bottom's out of sight. Best not to overthink it.
Блин, ну все медленно и печально.
If this area is volcanically active, ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air, The sky is clear, and the soil is like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren.
Ну, как сказать, нормально, 60. Привет. Вон в углу вверх вывел. Оптимизировано нормально. А насчет пятого вот этого я не знаю. По-моему, четвертый. Пятый вряд ли. Четвертый, скорее всего. Пятый. Ну, на пятом, кстати, я знаю, точно сделан Таос. Вот Талос точно на пятом, а этот, ну, блин, ну не выглядит он как-то на пятой. Хотя, может быть, я спорить не буду, как бы. Не эксперт. Два. Я ее покупал на старте продаж за 49 999. В 2020 году. Ну да, я ж ничего не говорю. Так она мне послужила за то 2 года. Они были и так-то и по 120 тысяч стоили и больше. Ну, смысл какой? Пятая выйдет, подумаю. А четвертая смысла не вижу.
Oh well. If it catches me, so be it. This suit will hold.
Не, карта нормальная, тянет. Если без фанатизма и ультра, и высокие практически все игры. Талос, конечно. Так как он на пятом Unreal, на пятом Unreal он как-то не очень работает. ППСиков не хватает, скажем так. На ультрах в лесу где-то 30-40. И что? Куда? А, понял.
Can't get down this way. I could attach a rope though. But for some reason I don't have.
Вот сейчас на жопе поедешь.
Here the ground slopes a little more gently, which doesn't mean it's completely flat. On second thoughts, maybe not. The last thing I need now is an injury.
Жопу сломать только если себе можешь. Блин, ну по факту тут... А, ну вон там еще что-то есть, кстати. Если получится туда пройти, то... А, не пускает. Нельзя. Нельзя.
Damn it. I've been wandering around here too long. Looks like I'm going down after all.
Ну и делов-то, ёпта. Как в детстве.
mine too.
Не видно ни хрена. А тут есть этот, как его, инвентарь.
Visibility could be better.
Так я про то же и говорю, что как бы это не
Maybe I
видать ни
should
хрена.
wait.
А где подождать?
The storm gets worse. I'll be cut off from you.
А присесть можно? Не присесть, не привстать. Прыгнуть она не может. Да ладно. Так громко.
What happened? Where? I was heading to... Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time. But... I don't remember it. Did I black out again?
Происходит.
Send Hopper closer to the camp. Find a place to land. I need to get back to Dragonfly as soon as possible. Go to the infirmary and do a full set of tests on myself.
Какой лазарет? С планеты еще не выбралась. Лазарет. Каждое движение. Нажми кнопку. Нажми кнопку. Пипец. Для чего это сделано? Бред. Фу-фу-фу.
I remember you. Regis' third satellite.
Astrogator, sir. Crew.
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great. How's the activity?
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first. Air radioactivity?
It's virtually 0.
A word of paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps were, Doctor. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with. Marit, do you have the geological analysis?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old. Besides, the sun's seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis 3 is not without worth.
With all due respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible.
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that...
Что-то я не понял. Действительно, 5-й Unreal. Четвертый.
no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject.
It's not to overthink it.
And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right. But where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marrett, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you too. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator...
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis 3, if any.
Well, if I was ordered to stay, what the hell am I doing here?
Там. Да.
Oh, thank goodness. Not everyone's in the field. This is Dr. Yasna reporting. Do you copy? I'm entering the campgrounds. Is anyone out there? Oh, it's just an androbot. Stop!
Похер.
Androbot, stop! What the... I'm reporting a robot malfunction. No response to voice commands. Cause unknown. Oh, maybe if I... RT? Default position.
Пофиг ему.
I don't know what's wrong with you, buddy, but you clearly don't want to cooperate. Hey! Anybody out there? It's Dr. Yasna!
Рыба.
Krauter was correct. Life on Regis hasn't left the water. Koval also. He said something about it.
Dragonfly, come in.
Hello, Regis. Dragonfly here. Dr. Yasna at the radio.
And Novik? Is his leg still bothering him?
Yes, he's been resting in his quarters.
We're setting up on the shoreline. It's late, but we still have time to examine the ocean floor. Gorski is preparing the probe for launch. We'll start research soon. Oh, one more thing, Yasna.
Yes?
It's beautiful here. The ocean, sand. My suit is pinching and cramping just at the mere sight.
Should I include this in my reports?
I'm serious. I don't know about you, but over the years I've learned to hate the void. We do everything to go further, see more, take mankind one step closer to omnipotence, and then we can't even take a walk on land. As if enjoying everything that's around us was almost a criminal act.
Please spare me these lamentations.
Что?
The only thing I can do is walk along the dragonfly
Мало.
corridor.
А что ты хотела?
Crackling suit, big gloves, debris hitting the helmet's glass.
But the beach is like the one at home, right?
Almost.
We have to examine the composition of the ocean water.
Collect mineral samples.
Yes, that's right. Do you want to do the honors?
Gladly.
Koval, where are you going?
Probing the
Over.
water. I'm switching to a little, quick recce. I'm gonna take a look around.
Distance 100.
Base, are you there?
A
300.
recce? More like a quick ciggy.
Am I hearing this correctly? Are you going to smoke, Butler?
No, not at all. I'm staying dutifully at my station.
500. Damn me. Am I saying this right? Dr. Crowther, would you please have a look here? Of course. Just a second.
Я не хожу, теперь не можно.
Ну, ты уже это все таскаешь.
Да, вот так они служили 2 года. 3, наверное, уже. Ну. 2, наверное. 2 100%. Угу.
It's like a school of fish.
This is life. What are they doing? They're moving away from us.
From us? We're talking about an artificial robotic gizmo.
Right from the probe. As soon as I swing it closer to them, do you see what happens?
Is this normal, Yasna? What do you think?
It's hard to speak of normality here, but animals are usually not afraid of equipment or anything they haven't seen before.
Are you saying they've already seen probes?
I've no idea, but their behavior suggests some sort of defense mechanism. Catch at least one for examination, then I'll be able to say more.
Come here. One more time. Stop it. What did you do? I had to electrocute it. Wouldn't have caught it otherwise. I'm taking the specimen ashore. That's a fine one. There'll be plenty to dissect, Yasna.
Так, это моя каюта получается.
Hello? Anyone here? Dr. Gorski! Are you there?
Там выход.
Dr. Crowther! Didn't you hear me earlier? Doctor? Is everything all right? Doctor, please, look at me.
С катушек, что ли, съехал?
I report that I've located Dr. Crowther. He's in bad shape. I'm gonna examine him now. Hello? Anyone there? I repeat, Crowther is in a serious condition. Temperature normal. Pulse 2. O2
До него крышка
saturation's
поехала.
fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor. His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. You didn't have it easy.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy you, Doctor. Loud and clear. Do I understand correctly that the Doctor's life is not in imminent danger?
That's my initial diagnosis, yes.
Yet, no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor?
Akinesia, mutism, impoverishment of mimic movements, and reaction to stimuli. These are all symptoms of stupor. But it's difficult to pinpoint the cause of the disorder. We need to quickly perform a complete set of tests and focal plane tomography of his brain. Otherwise, I won't be able to say anything more.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lander. We need to get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Crowther.
Okay, what should I do?
Please look for the mission log. Should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find, and you still need to designate a place for the landing.
Спасибо.
It's not a mission log, but it will do. Dr. Crowther kept records. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting. 316. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration.
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal. Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec. Got it.
Please make sure it works.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of equipment.
Like everything around that's already broken.
Touché, sir. I'm leaving the tent.
All right, now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish a connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely. And secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yasna? What are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
Right, the others. No time to lose.
Exactly. All right, you tin bastard. One more time.
Ну, с картой, блядь. Короче, идите нахер со своей картой. Журнала нет, ничего нет.
Yasna, focus. What now?
Once more. Status? Damn piece of junk.
No. No point in going back this way. I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. By the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
Got someone. I'm following the signal. That noise. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Is anyone there?
What's going on? Doctor?
Checking.
Какая бесстрашная девка. Что происходит? Кто-то херачит.
It's a drill. So damn loud.
Look here, do you see it?
Мама, ты так и будешь получать по жопе, если будешь возле меня лежать. после меня получает по жопе периодически. Когда встаю. Я, в принципе, завтра могу и с собой. Значит, черных.
Yeah, it's the same on the other side.
Any progress?
We dig as far as the terrain allows. It'll take a while.
Regis, come in. Status report.
Astrogator, sir. We dug up another 3 cubic meters. The object exhibits remarkable structural homogeneity. All spectroscopic analyses show similar results.
Steel with tungsten and nickel alloy?
That's right, with the addition of other common metals.
Is there any chance of retrieving the entire object for research purposes?
No, none at all. Even sonar couldn't cover the entirety of it. Instead, Dr. Gorski calibrated the detector, so we had to look beneath the surface.
And? What did you see there?
More of the same. What protrudes above the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. We estimate it extends at least 50 meters underground.
I see.
Furthermore, it's not a single object. Down below, there is an entire root system, so vast that it's impossible to cover it all at once, either with a scanner or a detector.
Have you followed its course?
Dr. Gorski's doing just that.
Gorski, are you scanning those roots?
Affirmative. I'm headed westwards. Been going for a few hundred meters already. Still haven't reached the end of it.
Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I've confirmed my suspicions. This area has been tectonically inactive for a very long time, and the aeolian activity is minimal. Therefore, the material that has settled on, or rather covered this metallic structure, it's very old, which means these structures are even older.
What are we talking about here? A few thousand years? Tens of thousands?
I can't give a precise assessment, not yet.
I'm asking for a rough estimate, Merritt.
Well then, I guess it could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years old.
Anything else?
Yes. These structures almost certainly didn't form through natural processes.
Almost?
Well, they don't look like anything I've seen before. And you know I've seen a lot of it. Also, I can't find any scientific explanation for this form.
Could this be what the Alliance is here for?
I don't think it gets that. I really don't know.
Personally, I doubt it, Astrogator. The more research we do, the more convinced I am that it serves no purpose at all. It's even hard to imagine this could ever have any function.
Ничего.
Carefully, Connell.
Regis, we're losing reception. Carl, can you hear us? Over. Merritt, we can't hear you. Damn it.
What now, sir?
We listen. Wait for the interference to pass.
Excuse me, but I don't think it will pass on its own. We need to take action.
What do you suggest?
We can land Dragonfly as close to their camp as possible.
Doctor, you well know we can't.
Ну, я хоть попытался. Выключи эту хуйню.
Phew. It's finally stopped.
Yeah, you there?
I am. Unfortunately alone. Working equipment gave me hope, but someone just abandoned it. Didn't even turn it off.
That is indeed unfortunate. We need to expand our search radius.
Иди на место. Так, откуда я пришел? Я, похоже, отсюда пришел. Ну, похоже, да.
I should move. Oh, there's no time.
Но она линейная, тут нету куда-то отворот вправо-влево, по всей видимости, потому что я не вижу. Сюжет строго прямолинейный.
I found the area marked by Dr. Krauter. There's no one around.
What do you think? Can we land the hopper safely here?
I think so. Solid ground, a large flat area. We won't find a better place.
Entry point? Will it be 50 meters? Air accessibility is paramount.
Yes, it's relatively clean. You can send Hopper, sir. It looks like the rocks at the landing area. The ones drawn by Krauter.
The doctor marked a waypoint. I don't recall.
It's just a sketch. No markings.
Well, if so, we should do it. What would you call them?
These rocks are white as bones.
Bones, then. Writing that down.
Me too. One more thing, Astrogator. The bones are, well, literally almost white. Unlike the environment around them.
Yes, thank you. That's valuable information. Be useful in navigating.
Где сверчок? Алло. Вы же сказали, что пришлешь сверчка. Где он? Давай. Валим отсюда уже. О. Я куда-то пришел.
Damn! I seem to have gone too far. I can see the field markings that Dr. Gorski left behind, and haven't found anyone yet.
They all may have left the area as well. But before you move on, make sure to check the whole perimeter.
As long as I'm here, let's see if I can spot someone in the distance.
Right.
Мысли нельзя.
Anything
Нельзя.
interesting?
Unfortunately, no. I'm going back.
Ты просто нужно было в бинокль посмотреть, да? Z. Да нет там никого. Спуститься он не дает, только в бинокль, да? Угу.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
Нет тут ни хера, короче. Ладно, я понял. А что делать? А поищите людей в зоне раскопок. Landing place. Тра-та-та. Зона раскопок. Лагерь.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
Да нет тут никого.
Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir.
Right. Thank you. Yes, no? Everything's all right?
Yes, yes. I just need a moment to think. Getting close. I still don't see anyone, though. Merritt! I see her!
What's her condition?
Merritt! 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 Wake up! Wake up! Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital
here.
functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2. Don't do this to me, Merritt. Don't. Please.
Да поздняк уже реанимировать.
Live, damn it. Merritt. Beg you.
Doctor. Yasna.
No.
That's enough. Enough.
Merritt. Astrogator. She's.
I know. Doctor. Yasna. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Ну, ясно, назвали бы Яна.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Cover's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Do you think Koval?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor. Alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here.
Так, это другое. Да, этот друган тоже кончился.
Yasna, status. Yasna.
He's also Koval. Don't do this to me.
О, живой. Наполовину.
Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive.
Такой же овощ.
Koval? His eyes are so empty. Just like Crowter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Crowter's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
Так вот он лежит.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them, but it may take a while.
Have you found it?
No, it's nothing about Dr. Gorski.
Это жизнь.
Found them.
Конструкция разветвляется под землей, осматривает ответвление. Массивный вертикальный образец. Водяной резервуар, подземная конструкция. Самая большая под холмом отметка, видимо, из точки 4, азимут 350, расстояние 200.
Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Will be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier.
Блять, облегчает задачу. Ты ходишь, как будто умирающий лебедь. И бегаешь так же. Ёп, ты мне нести его.
When you're there, put Dr. Cole in the seat. I'll connect to the Andromod through the Lander's antenna.
Haven't you rebooted yet?
No, not quite. But it will work now.
The lander's already descending. Damn. I have a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry. I don't get it. What could have led to all this? Krauter, being married, no Cobble, an unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related somehow. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Some primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest for some reason.
It's crazy how everything's falling apart here. I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with some kind of anomaly. An atmospheric or magnetic phenomenon.
Wouldn't something like that show on the charts? All those measurements Gorski took?
I remember. Maybe he made a mistake.
Или не обнаружил ничего.
See you up there.
Писает и как? Это он, по всей видимости, в одно и то же место.
He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
Shouldn't I go back for Merritt's body?
No. No, there's no need. I just regained control of the Andromod, so please, leave it to me. You
Ну
did
ладно.
everything you could for a doctor. Now, Dr. Gorski needs your help.
Тык. Там я был. А тут тупик. Но пройти все же стоит. Хотя бы туда. А, был я тут. Сорян.
This mission drags on so much.
О, да.
Sometimes I think you're going to take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere.
Там посадочная площадка. Ниже, да? Угу. Так, а здесь что? Лагерь. Тут я не был. Ну, пошли обратно к лагерю. А куда идти? А туда и идти.
My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
Конечно, конечно. Только где?
I've gone over everything in that area.
Не понял сейчас. Ну, есть же ж проход. Ну.
Oh, I've already been there.
Везде ты была, а я там не был. Не была ты там. Везде. Ну тут же нету прохода, нету.
One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time.
Ну, тут ничего не будет 100%. И сейчас она мне скажет, есть вариант туда подниматься или нет.
That's where I came from. Where now?
Действительно, блядь. О. Туда не пускает. Сюда не пуска. Тут ничего нету. Тут закрыто все. Внизу я был. Тут ничего нету. Тут нифига. Отбойный молоток туда не пускает. Тут ничего нет.
So much sand.
You sound tired, Yasna.
Because I am tired, Astrogator.
Тут мертвый труп. Да, он надо мной. Вот туда, если только. Угу. Нет, подожди. Куда туда? Я отсюда пришел.
Whilst traversing this planet, I'm becoming more and more convinced that what I know is not the same as what exists. What can exist.
I must admit it's an interesting thought. And quite disturbing.
Может, спуститься дадут вниз. А сюда подняться. Нет? Нет.
I'm leaving the excavation site.
Ну да.
How did he come down?
Скрипты, блин. Ну ладно.
I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what. It's weird. Dr. Gorski hardly ever parted with it.
With what? I located the probe. It's lying on the ground. Inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malis, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look.
Рыбы.
A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
Поймали рыбу, нашли конструкцию.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
Ну, копают.
Hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Это...
Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us. Good. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
It's not flying very smoothly. I guess it's still a bit broken.
Meaning? How?
It moves only in a straight line. Just up and down, then sideways. No complex moves.
Ah, don't worry about that. It's because I'm controlling it manually. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter ball E. B-A-L-L--E.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure...
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein.
Подожди, детектор, там-то я. Туда что? Не туда. Ну ладно, пошли сюда.
I guess I found the first point.
You guess? You have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the
Хватит
first
меня
key
фоткать.
branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
Угу.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Well, the structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly. Well done, Bully. I knew I could count on you.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason. Even in the first stage procedure.
Куда?
Water was mentioned in the note, around the third point, and I have a matching object here.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points, or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
Well, the battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. It's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. Definitely uphill. I think we have the fourth point. I confirm. It's the fourth one. I see our flag. I'm afraid I won't find him for a while. It's hard to see if these traces are fresh. This place is quite sheltered from the wind, so it could well have been hours since he left.
No more than 6, considering the time frame we have. Take comfort in the fact that on a cosmic scale, it is nothing.
Huh. Very comforting. The fourth point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
I have a feeling we're in the dark. We have to find a way.
Agreed. You should move on.
That's not quite what I meant. But yeah, I probably should.
Three, 2, 1.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way.
So RT has transported Dr. Krauter.
Affirmative. It's in the lander. However, the robot didn't find him in the tent.
How's that?
The doctor was already some distance from the camp. I think he was following you, Yasna.
Sir, why didn't you say anything?
The androbot located him quickly enough, and I thought it was pointless to worry you.
Well, thank goodness he's safe
Иди
now.
на место. Куда ты хочешь? Что ты хочешь? Куда хочешь? Не знаю, где ей притулиться. Ага.
When you admire a beautiful view, an hour seems like a minute. But a minute on a hot stove will seem longer than an hour.
Does Regis 3 feel like a hot stove?
Sometimes.
Ну да, где-то тут.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Мне азимут вы покажете? Нет?
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Hi, Bully. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
Of course, I wasn't being serious. However helpful they may be, they're still just tools in the hand of man, often faulty. We have a problem.
Something serious?
I already mentioned the faulty machines, right? Well, the route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. We'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Oh, have you started to fear for your position?
Maybe they can be improved rapidly, but these are only selected modules. Algorithms. There's still a long way to go to develop an artificial brain that would even slightly reflect the complexity of the human one.
Yes, we probably won't live to see that.
Probably not. Besides, no intelligent machine would take this job. Shh, Astrogator. Can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
И куда уж дальше? Я прошел уже, блядь, метров 500.
Dr. Gorski, are you here somewhere? These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, these bushes remind me of corals, in a purely visual category. Because they're far from marine organisms. So I would guess that these are colonial structures. perhaps rock-forming ones. However, their main structure has nothing to do with corals. No noticeable mesenchymal tissues. No nidocyst, matocyst, or spirocyst. No visible oral discs.
All right, Doctor. I didn't ask for a marine biology lecture.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So you most likely lost contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
You may lose another crew member.
If you think so. Turn back now.
No, I won't. I can't leave him. It's just... I'm concerned.
It's understandable. A fool would have concerns.
Пипи, господи. Ай.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel. Roger that.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent.
Copy. Entering final.
Ярайся приземление, ну его нахер.
Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good? Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully. hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea
Sir,
given the loss of
something's wrong.
communication with Drag. What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew, Doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
For now, we have to assume that we are left with only one lander.
Is it that bad?
You don't need to be a technician to see that Beetle's lost its buzz.
That's unfortunate. I'm taking Hopper out of here. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition. The equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us. But I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
It better be that way. We have the right to come home at last.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with such a law. But there is one thing I can refer to when we find ourselves in a difficult situation. If the continuation of the mission endangers the lives of the crew, the provisions of the imprimis homini law apply. First and foremost, the safety of people is what matters.
The situation is bad, Astrogator. Though it wasn't much better at the beginning of the mission. Whoever sent us here didn't care about our safety at all.
Enough! Please don't put me in an even more difficult position. Rejecting a new mission and questioning the validity of the current one are two different issues. And you're one step away from disciplinary action, Doctor.
Copy that. Over and out.
Whoa.
Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
Не, да.
I heard that the difference between past, present, and future. This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... oh, where they call that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Just need to find the right route. stop for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Regis 3 is an alien planet, Astrogator. Extinct or not. We shouldn't act like we own the place because of this kind of attitude.
Что?
Эта тетка нереальная. Типа вроде как. Но она есть, короче, на всех фотографиях с богатыми людьми. И даже с Рокфеллером. И вот со всеми богачами она где-то там, вот она стоит в каком-то, где-то там она везде. Они, короче, ее нигде не нашли, как бы ее не существует. Но по программе распознавания лиц там как-то это самое, в общем, нашли в этой фотографии. Даже фотография 1901 года. Она на ней. Ну, то есть эта сеструха говорит, ты понимаешь, что здесь как-то, ну, это, блин, ну, нереально, что это вообще такое? А этот, ну, это который их не адвокат, он такой, это он раскопал, он говорит, расскажите мне, что было там, когда вы были в этом баре, потому что я, говорит, я разузнала, там никогда не было бара, ничего, никогда не было бара, какого в баре были. Ну, а этот мужик, который... Это все фигня, это все подделка. Сейчас я вам столько фотографий наделаю, фотошоп, тарапыра.
Может, они все уже сдохли?
А?
Может, вся эта группа, блядь, уже сдохла, они живут где-то, блядь, уже в своей башке где-то они?
Да нет, они вот потихонечку умирают.
Может, в психушке где-то?
The Anthropocene will become the fate of every planet we step foot on.
Aren't you exaggerating, Doctor? I probably sound like a simple soldier.
Коллективная галлюцинация.
Excuse my interruption, sir.
Он
Can you please
какой-нибудь
confirm
коме
I'm on the
лежит.
correct route?
Это для меня фильм разочарование.
Yes, I confirm.
Почему?
This rate will reach the camp
Это
in an
нереальность.
hour. So,
Какой-то
continuing, let alone...
тресни. Не люблю таких. Я помню, смотрела фильм.
Ну так может в конце все тебе расскажут, что она, почему
Но
она.
вообще это фильм по роману Эдгара Аллана По.
Ну,
Насколько я помню, По писал детективы.
ну,
Такие всякие тоже мистические, ну, было там что-то. Но все равно в итоге получалось как бы, ну, детектив.
ну, а это что, не детектив?
Это вроде как и детектив, да, ну какой-то прям мистика. Ну, воздух написано он отдаленно.
That's quite
Ну,
right.
наверное, где-то
In the biological sense, you never know what you'll face on a mission. Will our knowledge prove sufficient to comprehend what's alien to us? Or will we ever begin to understand it all? We could even accidentally kill it.
Sounds like quite a far-reaching assumption, especially considering that we're talking about a harmless fag end at the far end of the known universe.
Right. I got a bit carried away. But still, we shouldn't behave recklessly. This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation.
On that we can agree, Doctor. Completely.
inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hello.
Или стрёмно, да.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
Breathe!
What's going on, sir? Astrogator?
Dr. Yasna, I tried to resuscitate it, but
No, please. Koval?
Dr. Krauter,
How? There was nothing wrong with him.
hypovolemic shock. He bled out during the flight.
I still don't understand. He wasn't hurt.
His injuries must have occurred later. I found him like this when I entered Hopper.
I'm sorry. It's on me. It's my fault.
No, Doctor. As commander, I take full responsibility.
But it was me that left him.
On my order, you're too hard on yourself, as usual.
If only I...
Stop it, really. Please, stop. If is a very cruel word. You don't deserve its torment.
Guess I know where Gorska was going. I confirm, Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one thing, sir. What did you do with Crowter's body?
I placed him in a cryo chamber.
Are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. What is your opinion? Should we look into their heads?
The more we learn.
Юп. Твою мать.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
All right, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I
Почему я не удивлен?
as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
Ну уж всяк безопаснее, чем прыгать вниз. Ну, пару метров вперед.
2 meters forward. Stop, that's enough.
You have a really good eye. Exactly 2 meters.
Ну, всяк лучше, конечно.
Say so. I fell from a lower height.
Блин, ты там урчишь, недовольный. Спасибо тебе. А ты иди на место.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent. Anyway, what's the idea of doing it alone? I hope he has a good reason.
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire... multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going. despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground. Should be looking for a way back by now.
I think he must have discovered something. And since he suffers from excessive ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well, I admit, that sounds more like him. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it. Left or right?
Перекрытый проход, значит, направо.
All right. I'll try to walk this kind of bridge.
На карачиках.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. There is all the clues on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Krauter, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours. These constructions don't have a clear division into functions. They're huge, complicated, and uniform at the same time.
Do you have any idea where all this could have come from? I'm aware without tests you can't do much. But let's say on first inspection.
It's hard for me to imagine that any biological forms could survive here. The interiors of these structures are filled to the brim with wires and rods. So maybe this metal builds up somehow, by itself.
Oh. You've already said something similar before. Just after landing, when you found those bushes.
Yes, right. It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
How's the terrain? Those structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep, wherever I look, there's metal.
Блядь, пиздануться можно нехило, если оно все ржавое. Ну вот.
Just a sec.
А еще и металлическая, блядь. И порвать себе что-нибудь. Дырку сделать в костюме.
The load-bearing capacity of this place is difficult to predict. The structures literally collapsed beneath me.
But you're fine?
Yeah. I just need to figure out where to put my feet.
Не понял. Ну вот тут типа место есть. Настройте детектор. И шо?
Again.
Maybe you should use the detector. Will indicate the thickness of the structures.
Что значит хрупких? Я-то, блядь, сейчас стою на каком?
Out of the frying pan. Into a hole. Oh, damn it.
Что за бред?
What is it this time?
Take a guess, sir.
A sinkhole?
Uh-huh.
Если он не настраивается.
Okay. I can see a safe route on the detector.
Обходить все-таки эти нужно.
Careless move.
Please be careful.
I'm trying.
Можно было и без детектора обойтись.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but the oceanic forms here are similar to those on Earth. So there should be similarities on land as well.
Similarities?
Life, Astrogator. I still think there should be life on the surface of Regis 3. I found some abandoned items.
What items? What do you have there, Yasna?
Something he shouldn't have left behind. A telemeter and food rations.
Agreed. He shouldn't. It's illogical.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. Such damage could be caused by a local meteorological phenomenon. A severe thunderstorm with litho and electrometeors.
So, the weather is to blame for all of it?
Well, I can't think of a better explanation at the moment.
Хер его искать, ну уже, блядь, помер давно, доктор ваш. Мать тебя идти.
I have a lead. his footsteps.
Finally.
There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
Да, так-то я не сомневаюсь, что я его найду. Вопрос в том, в каком состоянии он будет. О, блядь.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
More of the same stuff. Gorski's things. More traces. Fine. Actions devoid of logic.
Катушек, что ли, съехал? А спуститься можно здесь?
No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski...
Позже да, с катушек слетел чувак.
Not a chance. I have to turn back.
Так, и что, возвращаться? Хорошо. Куда ты не пойдешь, да? Угу. Скрипты. Какой-то, блядь, космический корабль летел, мать. Такое ощущение, что приземлился он тут, и вот это вот осталось от него, вот этот трафарет в песке. Там в земле, в граните, там похуй. Дрон, и там еще кто-то, наверное, есть. Блять, а и что? А, проход между этими?
Finally, I have his position. Not yet. For crying out loud, Gorski. You must be here somewhere. Say something.
Any contact?
Negative. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must hurry.
Almost there. Oh, there he is. I see him. He's lying in a sinkhole.
Да, он уже все, готовый.
He's not moving. moving.
Дышит, блядь, ты смотри.
Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
No reaction. He seems unconscious. Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set the relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby.
Oh.
You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
Ага.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Castor. If you're afraid, the doctor won't carry you.
Ну, логично. Все, я закрыл.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hold on, Gorski.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
Don't be angry, sir. But
But what? Please go ahead.
after careful consideration, I gave Gorski my tank. We still don't know when you'll send the lander, so I can't leave him without oxygen.
Doctor, I explicitly told you not to. There's no part can finish the job if you're both unconscious.
Так, а идти-то куда? А, ну во.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should start receiving Gorski's signal. There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No! No! I caught the probe. Fuck! Flying! was that? Astrogator, I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik, do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm. Just keep it together. Heartbeats racing. But saturation hasn't dropped below the tissue norm. Not yet, at least. Deposit of water. Probably unsafe for consumption. Shit! I'd rather not risk it. Meteoric waters. Too deep. Slippery terrain. Poor visibility.
Глубокая.
Considering all factors, situation hopeless. At least I got flares. Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me.
Это, блядь, будущее. Охренеть. Оно не работает. А как ты там что-то видишь?
Okay. Careful. Fucking great. I can't. I just.
Иди давай, блядь.
Pretty much fucked.
А?
That's my considered opinion.
Там, в комнате, в зале. А? Нет, я его затолкал.
Who's that? I can't see. Crowther. Is that you? But how? You were supposed to... Doctor? Why won't you answer me?
It's good to see you again, Yasna. Unfortunately, there is no time for pleasantries. We need to get out of here now.
Hey, not so fast. I have some questions.
Later, Yasna. Now, look to your left. It should be easier through there.
Good one. I'm not going anywhere until you explain how you found me.
Then I guess you will die. Because I refuse to waste time on explanations. Your choice, Yasna.
Asshole. something. I can't stand this dreadful silence.
Silence is harmless. You shouldn't be afraid of it. Unlike other things.
What should I be afraid of?
Dehydration, hypoxia, methane poisoning. The list is quite long. Oh, what were you thinking, really? I warned you against opening your helmets, let alone giving all your oxygen to a dead man. A complete failure of reason in the act of futile heroism.
Gorski isn't dead. That's why I left him my damn tank.
It might as well be. Do you really think giving him oxygen was enough? Something attacked you up there. Odds are, it got Gorski as well.
We'll check and come back for him. Novik should be monitoring his parameters after all.
Yeah, about that. You shouldn't trust everything the old man says. He only tells us what he sees fit.
Huh? What do you mean?
Doesn't matter now. Let's focus on getting out of this maze. Is your equipment operational? Nothing damaged?
I think so. Flares are wet though.
What equipment do you have on you? Procedural minimum or more?
The telemeter, tracer,
Нет, а что? Спать уже?
a metal detector. Other than the latter, I'd say the bare minimum. Slow down. I need to rest.
Rest is for the dead.
Что за хуйня происходит в этом кине? Угу.
I've had enough. Just enough. Forward, Yasna. Faster, Yasna. We're racing against time, Yasna. We're constantly fighting for life, Yasna. Enough of this nonsense. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fight.
All right, Yasna. Have it your way.
At least you're agreeing with me for once. Now let me close my eyes for a moment.
Rest as much as you need. You did everything you could. But even that wasn't enough. You have the right to finally give up.
Agreed. I gave my best. Oh, what a miserable mission this turned out to be.
Quite a shame.
Yeah. A bit.
On second thought, I imagine there are worse places to die. It's rather peaceful, actually. Just close your eyes and let yourself go. Fall asleep. End the suffering. Is this not what we all want in the end? Nemo ante mortem beatus. No one's blessed before death. First, we chase happiness, a sense of purpose, grand ambition. But over time, we accumulate so much suffering that the greatest success we can hope for is to be content. In the end, absence of suffering means as much as absence of life. And death is more like a gift than a punishment. Yasna, are you listening to me?
Yes, I am. And it's certainly a punishment. Okay. I'm getting up. Turns out I prefer to live than let you talk me to death. No, I can't do it.
Блять, ты что, влияешь на исход?
Take a deep breath. Give Give yourself a moment. You'll make it. You'll see.
Thank goodness.
Как ты, сука, тут откуда-то берешься? Скажи мне.
There you are.
Кто ты такой,
My
блядь?
talking turned out to be quite helpful, huh?
Don't push it, Crowther.
Ну да, это этот черт, который уехал первой партией, блядь. Чертила, как ты вообще, что происходит, блядь?
Do you see this?
Well, if you're talking about the coal deposits and the bones of prehistoric reptiles, then yes, they're further up as well.
Finally, we have proof. There was life on the land. After all, millions of years ago.
Is it really such good news? Because now, not even bacteria or viruses.
I'm starting to suspect that someone or something prevents organisms from moving ashore. Perhaps stop them from leaving the water.
If so, I think it stops them to this day. In other words, it's still here. And it nips all manifestations of life in the bud.
Why then have I not met it yet?
Oh, but I think you have.
You know a lot, Crowther. About what happened to me and about these fossils.
The old man told me.
About life on Regis.
About you. He's clueless regarding Regis. Only cares about how he can gain an advantage in this sector of the galaxy.
Что-то я не понимаю, что происходит.
Even more skeletons. Annoyingly now, there are no comms. Nobody will know of this discovery if we get stuck here.
Relax. The old man will send another expedition. And they will find those bones, along with ours.
Thanks. For a moment there, I forgot how screwed I was. Good that you reminded me.
Maybe your situation would be better if you didn't stop to admire the fossils.
Now you sound like Novik.
Touche.
Crowther,
Yeah,
are you really here with me?
of course. We all are. You have distinct memory traces of us. You know, in your brain.
That's not what I'm asking about.
I know, but there's no definitive answer. We can only hope that you won't forget us when it's all over. So little, yet so much.
I don't want to forget, Crowther. I really don't.
Come. It's time to be among other people again. They are there, somewhere. I promise.
I'm starting to have second thoughts. What if something's waiting for me?
Что, блядь, происходит?
Astrogator, I'm here. Over.
Fine. Yasna, you can't even imagine. It's really good to hear your voice again, Doctor.
Sir, I saw Krauter.
Yasna, are you saying what?
I don't quite understand myself.
All right. Let's leave that for now. Are you injured in any way?
No. As usual, I came out of trouble unscathed.
Some would call it a blessing in disguise.
I'm...
Are you there?
Что, блядь, происходит?
It's a monster. I see a fucking monster. Seems I've gone crazy after all.
Don't panic, Yasna. Just describe your death to me.
A metal shell. Legs kind of like a crab. Shoots a beam of energy capable of melting metal.
No, it's a machine. You should retreat immediately. There's a chance it won't detect you.
Actually, I recognize this noise. It's a damn thing that dropped me underground.
It's very likely. I even have a suspicion of what exactly we're dealing with. One of the flagship machines of the Alliance would match
I
the
think it's
description.
moving away from me.
Excellent. Don't stop yet, though. The greater the distance between you and this machine, the better.
How is it possible that the Alliance machine got here before us?
I'd like to know myself. If our intel's incorrect and Invincible already landed on Aegis 3, they would have a huge advantage over us. So why won't they confront our ship head on?
Instead, they waste time on some shady diversion.
Exactly.
Shit!
О, блядь.
I'm still here. I have to... I'm stuck. I can't move. Oh, it's coming at me. It's getting closer. It's gonna crush me. I've got nowhere to run. I'm gonna die here after all.
Come in! Yasna, we must evacuate you. I'm getting parameters. Pulse situation. Please confirm you're there.
I'm okay. The antimat. It suddenly stopped moving.
It's inactive.
I think so. I'll check. I guess it's busted for good. Cursed crab. Oh, the hatch fell down.
Probably from the registry. Can you get the record?
Let's see. You guessed right, sir. The Alliance is indeed already on the planet. They even managed to set up a field base.
How could headquarters have got it so wrong? According to intelligence, the Invincible was not due to arrive for another 14 days.
I guess we should ask them back home. And that's me. Wow. It really did almost flatter me. Probe. It It distracted the antimats.
You say that as if it did it on purpose.
How else to explain it?
Coincidence?
I don't believe in such coincidences, Astrogator. Not much left of it.
The probe was broadcasting a while ago, so maybe we can save its call.
Hot. You could say that since I found the probe, I haven't been alone.
I'm sorry, Asna. Maybe it can still be rebuilt. Anyway, you're not entirely alone.
I feel like I've lost another companion. My last one.
You still have me.
Not down here. Okay. It cooled down.
Are you talking about the probe call?
Well, they say in order to win over a person, you have to steal their heart. But the key is to get their brain.
You know that's just a metaphor.
Anatomically incorrect and highly overused, yes. Okay. Time to get out of here.
Not good. You simply don't get a break.
What is it this time?
Stormfront is approaching your location.
Now of all times.
I know, Doctor. But please muster up a little more strength. Let's not forget that the Alliance is in the vicinity.
Wait a minute. Do you have any specific expectations of me? Since I'm nearby their troops.
It's hard to call them specific. We need to learn more.
You're missing the most important thing, sir. We still have to save Gorski. I don't know what your silence means.
I was going to tell you later. I'm really sorry.
What?
His readings...
No. No, don't finish. That's impossible.
You did absolutely everything you could. Unfortunately, sometimes even that's not enough.
I did nothing. Just nothing.
By the way, how are you feeling?
Are you asking about?
I mean the lack of your oxygen tank. So, how are you feeling?
I've already experienced what Dr. Krauter referred to as mild cerebral symptoms. I even participated in them.
How?
I had a long and tiring conversation with him. Please don't ask for details. Oh, damn it! The storm's getting worse.
Нужен кислород. О!
Astrogator. I found their vehicle.
The transport?
No. A rover. There isn't a living soul here.
Are you sure? Please take a look around.
It's clear. No one's coming out with me. There's no one in inside either. The equipment looks undamaged, though. I'm all alone.
Закрыть дверь можно?
Yes, but I still have to pop back outside. Let's check something.
Time is precious, Doctor. Still,
I know. But it's important.
Что проверить, блядь? Кислород. О,
Got it. I found an oxygen tank.
of course. What did I think about? Rescue kits are sensing all the events, even the alliances. And better.
Yes. Oh, that's what I needed. Time to hit the road. The engine started.
Then what are you waiting for? Leave this cursed place. Are you driving?
двери-то хоть закрыли, спасибо.
How are the conditions?
I'm going. Please talk to me. Maybe that will calm me down. Oh, shit! It hit the bonnet.
Don't worry. Even if it hits the rover directly, you'll come out unscathed. The vehicle is kind of a Faraday cage. The energy will flow through the body, discharge into the ground.
I'm not worried. I'm a goddamn oasis of peace. And there are exceptions, you know. Such as the windshield shattering at high voltages. Doesn't stress me out at all.
Дворники есть у этой техники
Director
великие?
on Eden 5. At that time I was still a coordinator, but the crew was quite similar. Chemist, cyberneticist, a doctor, an engineer and a physicist. Simple reconnaissance mission. But there was a miscalculation and we crashed the rocket. Then we put it back together. From whatever was on hand. It's quite a machine. A true Frankenstein's monster, so to speak. Even more terrifying were the creatures we found on the surface of Eden.
Oh, wait. Creatures? You are making this up, aren't you, sir?
Not at all. I was indeed on a mission to Eden. However, I might have exaggerated a bit.
Почему никого нету? Ничего удивительного.
Damn it! having trouble finding the right way.
You've got to head southwest.
How am I supposed to know where southwest is? I don't have a compass, remember?
The city attracts lightning, so the fewer flashes on the horizon, the better.
How far am I from the city's border?
Considering how fast you're moving, if you're heading straight to the destination,
Какого города,
as long as those
блядь?
structures collapse.
You don't know, do you?
It's not that simple. There are too many unknown variables. Status? How you doing, Yasna?
I'm still alive. The signal's just weak.
Unfortunately, yes, but it's hardly surprising.
И опять.
I'm riding into a cave. The storm has subsided. I found a place to hide.
A Faraday cage?
That's not it. I left the structures behind. It's an ordinary rock formation.
Even better. You have to catch your breath eventually. Can I ask for one thing? Could you find the model number of the rover?
What for?
I've got an idea, but it depends on the model.
Emmet 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Bingo. Emmets are equipped with a black box. Please find it.
I have the box, but it's all locked up.
Really? You must have changed the equipment because I have no information about a key.
Where did you even get a catalogue of their gear from, sir? And anyway, it doesn't matter. What should I do?
1 second. I need to think. Don't know if this can help. But the Alliance labels black boxes as data loggers. Eureka. Cable access. Look for something resembling a socket, a plug.
I think I have something like that.
Then you can connect to the probe's brain there. And presto.
Won't work. These inputs are not compatible with Commonwealth plugs.
From the outside, our equipment is different, but inside we have the same guts, so to speak. The cable on the back of the box should already fit.
Same guts, hey? Just like with humans. Okay, it's in.
Just a moment. Well done, Doctor. I'm receiving a signal.
So, what now?
You can finally rest. It'll take me a while to dig through all the records.
The rover was connected to a base.
The one from the slides?
Most probably. No one is transmitting from the base. On the other channels, all I hear is static.
The storm must be causing interference. I'd suggest you lie down. The storm's raging.
It may not be that simple. I'm too tired to sleep.
Yeah, I know that paradox all too well. Can I help you somehow?
If we talk, maybe I'll finally fall asleep.
Naturally. Have anything specific in mind?
Yes, actually. I wasn't able to report it earlier, but I found fossils underground.
Fossils?
Based on my brief observations, they belong to lizard-like creatures.
Really? The reason something lived on this sterile rock. Please forgive the question, but are you sure?
Well, I didn't imagine them, did I? I don't know. It felt real.
Why don't I try to find some confirmation in the Alliance data? For now, let's talk about something else, instead of getting ahead of ourselves. A more light-hearted subject, perhaps.
May I ask why you became an astronaut?
There are two answers to this question. An honest one, and a personal lie. To give you the clearest picture of the truth, I'd have to tell you both.
I'm all ears.
As cadets, we participated in a series of meetings. HQ organized them to encourage potential recruits. We all said the same thing, just a little different. We all wanted to push the boundaries of human potential, discover what is undiscovered. Remembering childhood memories when we first heard about that brave forces of the Commonwealth. Sometimes these speeches were already being prepared during the training, if you understand what I mean. Every astronaut wished to explore space. They had to wish that. But my reason, an honest reason, not a nice-sounding memory that never happened, I've never been able to find my place. So I came to the conclusion that I would not find it anywhere except out here, in space. Although I never dreamed of exploring. Such lofty ideas as expanding human limits were of little interest to me. It was among my crew that I thought... Not good. Let's get a break.
What is it this time?
Storm fronts are approaching the location.
Wait. Astrogator, can you explain to me what I'm hearing right now?
This is a recording from the rover. The Alliance has apparently broken the encryption of our radio channel.
Oh, bollocks. So what do we do?
We need to change the frequency and encryption key.
What's the point? As soon as you give me a new channel, they will overhear us and change it as well.
Just look at the probe's brain.
Bally? What's with...
All you have to do is watch it closely. I'm switching now. Waiting for you to join.
Oh, I see. The new frequency is... Okay, the channel is active. Now the encryption key. The first 3 digits of the cipher are... The next is...
Yes, sir?
I'm here.
Well done. That should buy us some time.
So, how should we continue?
Don't you need more time to rest?
I do. But there's no way I'm going to sleep now. Besides, nothing's stopping me anymore. The storm has subsided.
All right. Let's not risk evacuating directly from the city. Should be safer outside its perimeter. I took the liberty of looking through the photos of the nearby area. Everything north and east of your location looks relatively safe. All you have to do is move away from this cluster of metal.
So, should I go back to the ship?
That's an odd question. Of course you should come back. Now even more than ever. Very concerned for your safety, Doctor.
No need to be. I'm fine. Astrogator, I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open